Now, when you're running an aquarium, one of the single most important things is surface agitation. So you must have good surface agitation, because what's going to happen is good bacteria is going to grow in the filter, and then the good bacteria that grows in the filter is going to break down the waste from the fish. But that bacteria is going to use a whole lot of oxygen. So you can see here, the fish are breathing very heavily, and that's because the dissolved oxygen level of the water is too low. So look at this little guy breathing away. So what we need to do is make sure that when the filter is pumping, it's breaking the surface. And we also need to be aware that the water coming out of the filter is often in oxygen deficit, because the good bacteria that grows in the filter sucks all the oxygen out of the water. So therefore, when the water goes back into the aquarium again, it's quite often just replacing the nutrient or the oxygen that is taken out itself. So we're going to add an extra power head just to make sure there's good surface agitation. Then we're going to make sure that we never clean the filter with tap water. And we're just going to change this stand over because it managed to be put in upside down. And we're going to make sure the filter is only ever cleaned in water from the fish tank, never water from the tap. And then we're going to look at getting some better food, because I'm not a fan of flake food. Flake food is just heavily processed. I want some real good quality food like Danichi or New Life Spectrum's probiotics. And then over time, you'll notice the fake plants and ornaments going a bit yuck. So what we'll do is we'll just take them outside, put them in the sun, let the sun dry the algae off, and then hit it with a hose and throw it back in again. They should look good again. We'll make sure we get plenty of catfish that are going to run around and help keep the algae nice and clean as well. And then make sure that when we're doing a water change, we want to be doing the water change with a gravel cleaner. So we want to make sure that the gravel cleaner is going to be sucking all the crap out of the water. And we want to make sure that when we feed the fish, there's no food left over. So all this food here is currently just rotting, and it's literally going to kill the fish. So what we're going to have to do is get a good quality water ager like Prime and dose that at a 5 times dose every day. And that's going to detoxify the ammonia and nitrite that would be getting released from these from this food that's left in the bottom of the tank. Then once we've got good agitation, we've turned the stand up the right way, and we're in business, we're going to have to really keep an eye on the water quality, because the oxygen level's been low. That would mean the redox potential is low, so your bacteria wouldn't be working very well. And then because of that, you're probably going to find that there's ammonia and nitrite in the water from this rotting food. So we're going to have to really be testing the water quite regularly, and we're going to have to be detoxifying the ammonia and nitrite. We really need to add some good bacteria in the filter ASAP, because the good bacteria in the filter is going to have to grow super fast to break down the waste from these fish. And we're also going to have to be aware that it takes several weeks to allow the fish's immune system to improve after a situation like this. So when the fish are in this situation, it's all good to improve the situation, but the fish's immune system would be slowly going down. So it takes time for the immune system to slowly start coming back up again. So you're not out of the woods for probably another month, and I wouldn't introduce any new fish for a month. And if you lose fish for the next month, it's because of what's happened now, because change takes time.